What's going on, guys? Cyn for the win here, and we are back with our franchise mode as the Detroit Red Wings, and we're picking up where we left off here, just up near the trade deadline in this 2019-2020 season. And we got probably a couple trades to make, and I also want to take a look at extensions. But first, I got to give a shout out to one of the commenters who's been creating a nice little story for us in the comment section as we go along. Fortunately, this is really big, and I won't be able to put it on screen. You just won't be able to read it, but I got to shout him out and just tell you guys to go read that comment in the last video. It's very impressively written and concise, and my goodness, it's friggin' awesome. So what I will say is, like, man, if you could like somehow make those into like a news article or like a meme or something like that, I will definitely put that on screen, because dude, it's clear that you spent a whole lot of time on that, and I really well appreciate it. Give some more immersion and stuff to this, and you know, good engagement there from the viewers and stuff like that. So nice comment, man. I had a fun time reading that, and I like that you did the Sportsnet type thing from the Be a Pro that I was doing. That's hilarious, man. So thank you, Whoa Shadow. That was a sick comment to read, and I just think people won't be able to read it if I try to put it on screen. It'll be really, really small. So yeah, everyone go check that out. The comment in the last video by Whoa Shadow. It's very cool to read. Anyway, so here we are, and let's check out what we could do with extensions here, because yeah, Zadina is gonna need an extension. Now, how much is he gonna want? Doesn't look like much yet. I could crank him up to 8 years and get him for an insanely low price. I mean, wow, if he keeps growing, that's a beautiful deal. I mean, it looks like he will. He's 83 at 20 years old. It's a risk to put that many years in, but at the same time, even if he turns out to only be like a third-line utility guy, which I don't think will happen with that potential and where his overall is at, it's a great contract either way. Even if he sticks at second line, it's a great contract. So, risky? Yes, absolutely. But this is like Alex Tuck contract territory, and I'm honestly considering making this deal, because that would save us so much money. I mean, I'd be able to get him for 4,125 for 8 years. Wow. And I highly doubt this guy's going to completely bust with the way he's been growing. I mean, sometimes you can look at that contract and say, okay, he's not going to grow much, but at the same time, I'm going to take a risk on that, because I've never really seen a contract that good for an elite player. So let's try that and see how that works out. Tyler Bertuzzi needs an extension as well. I do plan to use him for at least a couple years. Well, he only wants a bridge, so I'll give him a bridge 1 year. And we can get him for 2.425 for 1 year. That's fine. Let's see. Chalowski. Yeah, him and Hronek, I'm definitely probably all of these guys, honestly. They're all young. I'd rather get him squared away right now. And he wants a 2 year. Yep, I like the price. So let's go ahead and do that. It's a big risk that we're taking with that Zadina contract. However, if it pays off, we will have so much spare cash to work with. It's not even going to be funny. All right, let's do that for Chalowski there. Hronek. Oh yeah, beautiful contracts for our young defenseman here. We'll still have plenty of cash to work with, especially when it comes to free agency. Rasmussen, definitely, yeah, okay. I was thinking 1 or 2 years. He only wants a 1. So 1.225 essentially for a year. And everyone else we'll hold off on. We don't need to sign these guys right now. I'm just locking in the younger guys. Goaltenders, neither of them want an extension, and we don't know if we're going to sign them. All right, so that's that taken care of. And we will now look to the trades here. Now, I was thinking probably about going for either a second or trying to sneak in another first here. It won't be a great first. unless I put a lot on the table for it and someone wants to give it up. But I don't know if that will be an availability. I'm thinking the teams who are going to want to give that up. Yeah, there's no, you know what, there's no like righty. Well, there is that high top 6 center playmaker. Skating, elite speed, and hard wrist shot. Good senses. Similar to Gaborik. Doesn't say anything about face-offs. Like he's good at face-offs or bad at face-offs, so he might be able to be a winger. Like, I don't even know if I have to. Oh, there's all, yeah, that Perfetti guys actually can be pretty dang good. I know we already kind of good on centers, but yeah, it's another lefty though. I kind of want to. If I was gonna get anyone, I'd want to get that Josh Lawrence dude, but there's no real way to guarantee that we could snag him. If we get a pick up there, like yeah, it's so. I mean, going for a later first isn't a horrible idea right now. There's plenty of other medium top 6s we can grab. Unfortunately, don't have a whole lot scouted still. At least there's 2 righty forwards right here who we have fully scouted we can grab, so that's nice. Yeah, I'm just trying to think what kind of picks we should trade for. And when it was looking like maybe even a second would work, unless I could somehow find a way to get a pick that looks like it may be a top 5, but I don't know how. I didn't mean to exit all the way. I don't know if that will even be a possibility here. Let's see. Let's look around at some bad teams or teams that are doing bad. And maybe they'd want to give up their first. They're all listed as rebuilders, so it's highly doubtful any of those will want to give it up. You know, a team like Nashville looks like they'll fall out of the playoffs, but they won't be up in that top unless they get lucky. I don't know if there's going to be... there's a hopeful. Do they want to give up their first, though, is the question. No, and that first has a ton of value. They're not going to want to either. It'll have to be one of those borderline ones for sure, if we're going to grab it. Because those are all rebuilders. Nashville, they're listed as champion. They want to give it the pick, but they're a 500 team. And that we might be able to snag. And then we might get lucky. But it's a lot of value for a maybe. That's not even really guaranteed to be an elite. So I'll take a look at it, but I might just settle on a second. We'd have to give up a lot of those like fringe type players, and I just don't think we'd be able to have enough value to make it go through. And I don't want to trade one of my other firsts. So like a Finneganov would go in. Where's the sniper dude? I'm not seeing this, yeah. I'm not seeing this work. Sokolov is a grinder, so I want to hold on to him with the low top 6. Ranford. Could throw him in there, although he's growing relatively well, but it's a possibility. So that's really it that we could throw in. And that's just not gonna... We'd have to throw in the starter, which I'm not 100% opposed to. But I don't like. Let's see. If I threw that in, that might be enough to snag that. I mean, we could, you know, the starter guys, you can kind of always find them, which is good, but finding a better one, maybe, who knows? I don't know. It's kind of tough to say. I could try for this and try to get that Nashville first. Now, this doesn't give them any players to improve, so they should theoretically still kind of struggle. Excuse me. Yeah, I don't have a great forward core. Defensive core is still... It's not that great, but it's still competent. I guess it's their goalies that are letting them down here. Who's the starter between Saros and Rene? Okay, Rene's not doing too good. Saros is doing better. Doesn't look like they'll turn it around. So we might have a pick where we get lucky, and we're not giving up anything like fantastic. It's a lot of players. Don't get me wrong. That is a lot of prospects to be given up. But it might be worth it if we can get you know, something for this pick, or be able to package it together to maybe even trade for something else. So I'll see what they say to this. They accept it. Okay, cool. So I'm okay with that. I didn't want to initially give up the starter. However, to grab another first that actually has a chance at being a lottery pick is, in my opinion, kind of worth it right there. So we got 3 firsts, 2 seconds. Can't grab anything else in the first or second round due to our draft restrictions for this one. But we can grab one more pick, which I will do. Let's get rid of some of those garbage goalies, maybe even a couple of those 7th D-men, and try to get like a nice pick. So get rid of those 3. We don't need them. And I kind of need to trade them this year. And I have a couple 7th D-men that I could throw in. I might be able to grab another pick from next year as well. Try to get like a couple 4s or something like that would be very helpful. Let's see. Let's see. Throw all of these in. We're not going to find a team who wants any of them. So let's look for the worst team and see if they want to give up mid picks. I think it was Calgary who was the worst. I don't know if they'll have mid picks available, but we can try. Well, we might be able to get a 3rd for this year. They don't really have anything from next year. I doubt I get a 3rd. The value is going to be skewed just because it's so many players stacked on top of each other. But yeah, this is not going to go through whatsoever. Yeah. I don't even think just for the 3rd it'll go through. Yeah, no. Okay, so it'll have to be like maybe a couple 4s, but they don't have that. So let's look for another kind of poor team here. Who was the other one I'm thinking of? Ottawa. There we go. They don't want to give up their 3rds or anything like that. Makes sense. The 3rd's low in value, but it's not on the block. And I don't think we'd have enough to get a 3rd. I really don't. I'll see what they say, but I just don't think it'll be enough, even with the lower value. Doesn't match it particularly well. I don't think I'm getting a 3rd. Let's go for 2 4s. They have Calgary's. You know what? Let's take Calgary's and then their 4th from next year. If I can get 2 4s for these garbage players, I'll be happy with that. I probably won't even be able to do that. Yeah, no, not at all. All right, how far away is it from getting that 4? And another pick from next year. Quite far off still, so again, probably not even a 4. Unless it's the 4 on its own. But still, even with all that in there, I don't think that goes through. I'd rather get it. No. Yeah, not even getting a 4, so scrap that. They don't have a 5. Are you serious? Ugh. Who has a 5? The Snacks have a 5. Okay, we get 2 5s, and they say there's not much to deliberate. I don't know. They get not much, but we do get another 5. I'd prefer the 4, but whatever. So we got 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. We got our 12 picks for this year. We could always trade up for something. Like, that's not going to be the biggest deal, so we'll be able to find a way. You could argue that, yeah, we didn't leave ourselves with too many other junk to throw in, but we do have a bottom 6 guy we can throw into a trade to be able to trade for like a mid pick. Another 7th D-man as well. So we still have some junk that we can kind of toss in there. I want to hold on to him. Even though he's a righty, I do like the way he's built. So I'll hold on to him. All right, so I believe that will be it here for the trades. We got some contracts done. We got the trades done. We maxed out on picks. I can't really see anything else I'd throw in there. Don't really see anything else that we'd need to grab. And I know the defenseman was mentioned just kind of, you know, about maybe to helping out the locker room chemistry. But even if we brought in a good defenseman, I think it would just honestly hurt his locker room chemistry. And maybe even, you know, I don't know. Plus, I mean, with the cap situation, we don't have much to work with either. So let's just keep simming here, I think. One thing I didn't do, I don't think, at the trade deadline in the last video was actually check the progress reports. This is when you usually see the biggest jumps. So let me do that real quick before we sim. The trade deadline, you could usually see a lot of big jumps. Now, I might have shown it, but I don't recall doing that at the deadline part. Yeah, it's going to say Hughes is not growing now, even though it said higher the last time. That is natural from Zadina, so that's good. All right. My goodness, Funk. I don't think he was. I think he was lower than 78 when we last checked. He has grown incredibly well. The franchise. Oh my goodness, the franchise goalie grew up to almost a 70 now. He's not doing horrible where he is. Where the heck's he from? I can't tell from here. I think he might be in like a European league, which might be a bit better. Alright, but let's check the potentials. Yeah, we do have some elites who are not growing a whole lot right now, which kind of sucks. But we got time. Oh yeah, Zykov definitely grew a bit more as well. He was at 76 last time. What the heck? Look at that goal score. I'm excited about that. How many shots you taking? Not even that many, actually. We'll see. I mean, he's got, averaging like over 2 shots a game. That's still good, but we'll see what he turns out to be. At least he's a righty. And Funk has grown really, really well, and that's another good thing. Some of these other defensemen, though, not as much, which is a little sort of worrying. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. All right, so let's get into the simming here. I think I'll stick with the lines I got going right now. It seemed like Hughes is finding ways to score and succeed in his role, which is exactly kind of what we need. There might even be... Oh. Yeah, Rasmussen accepted. See what Zadina says. I'll stop it if he doesn't accept, and I might go with something... what if he accepts that, and what if he gets really good? Like, it's an insane contract. And even if he doesn't get super good, I think it's still a good contract. And pretty movable at the same time. Yeah, he accepted it. At 20 and 83, like, holy crap. Like, I don't think there's a chance that he doesn't grow, really, where he's at right now. And I'll take that. No. Don't really see the need for that trade there. All right, a couple losses right there. We didn't score a whole lot. Not what you want to see. Didn't score a whole lot in that one, although we won. All right. Not bad. All right, that was bad. Yeah, we're not scoring a whole lot right here. Come on now. Get going, Hughes. There we go. Nice big 5-goal game right there. Another 5-goal game. Inconsistent, but we have our moments where we're able to score. So you can kind of see the future through like little tiny viewports and over the course of the season where we kind of display how good of a team we have the potential to be. I'm excited by how deep the top 10 is, though. I'm really stoked on that. Because we have a really good chance to get 2 picks up there. And yeah, that's going to be nice. All right. And these guys are 2 righty forwards we can grab. Still no other low elites. But there are a couple more lefty defensemen who might be low elite. Are they being scouted? You aren't. Let's get you scouted. There we go. And you too. I guess I'll scout him as well, even though he's a lefty forward. I mean, we're not going to just completely go for total righties because we are going to be making trades, losing guys, picking guys up in free agency, so it's not going to stay completely the way it is. But we'll get a few of these guys scouted right here, or at least put in the queue there. And I'll prioritize a little bit of the right-handed ones. We'll see, and I'll see about the other ones as time goes on. I don't want to go too crazy right here with the scouting guys. There's another low league. I don't think he'll be a low league goalie, but I'm actually interested to see what he will be. So probably a low starter or a low fringe star. Although it's very rare to see low goalies. I just want to see. Call it my curiosity right there. All right, Gustav Lindstrom was injured with a sprained ankle. He is on the back end, I believe. Yep. So who goes in? Crawford. I think he's our only defense. Yeah. So Crawford will go in. And Lindstrom should be back soon. It's just a sprained ankle. He'll be fine. All right. Well, we had a nice little 3-game win streak in there where we scored 3 goals or more per game, 2 5-goal games. Then another 3-goal game right there. We're winning a little too much, though. We're starting to get closer to 500. Although we did fail to make the playoffs right there, mathematically. But still. Oh, Halak has been injured with a swollen knee now. We actually have to call someone up. I didn't want to have to do that. Because both of these guys have to clear waivers. Son of a bee sting. Ugh. Who's had the better year? Alright, well, Satteri's a starter and he's actually had the better year. I'll call up Elvis and just not send him back down. Oh, wait, we do have... I hope he doesn't come back in time. But he didn't get claimed last time we did this, so... Here's the thinking he won't get claimed this time. Question mark. You never know. But I don't think he'll be claimed. We'll see. All right, and now a bit of a weaker backup there for the AHL. All right, Lindstrom's back. Come on. So slide him back in there. There we are. Has Svechnikov had for, oh my goodness, he's had a great year. 74 points. Hopefully he grows from that. Hirosh. I still think this guy's mostly going to be kind of an AHL ringer. He's just not good enough defensively to play in a bottom 6, and he's got really good offensive stats. I mean, if he gets like up to 83, which I don't envision happening at age 23 and 80 overall, like I could use some third line, but nah, I'm not seeing it. Anyway, continue here. We've been winning a crap ton of games, and we're still kind of winning and losing in overtime, getting points. So we're actually hurting our own draft chances right here. Jesus, look at the ending of this season. Okay, well, here's the hold your breath moment where we'd have to send down Elvis. Again, he shouldn't be claimed because he wasn't claimed last time, but you never know. Watch him get claimed. No, he didn't get claimed. Yay. Cool. So we're safe with him to call him up and down. Satteri has a little bit higher chance to get claimed because he's 78. But even then, I don't think he would be claimed. Watch Halak get injured again because he's not fully recovered. That would suck. All right, Elvis, get in there. Let's see. 3-1 loss. 4-1 loss. All right, good. Give me those losses. Okay, good. He's fully healed. Couple more L's, of course. 3 goals, 4 in that game. Okay, an L to end the season. We were 34, 41, and 7 or something like that. And I went too quick to catch it. All right, and the season is over. We've lost some locker room chemistry, blah, blah, blah. However, oh, Dylan Larkin, actually, unless they're tied here. I'll check that in a sec. Oh, 84. He's not happy. I don't think that's, I don't know, it might be statistical. No, it should be morale. Because he still had a good enough season. And he'll only drop back down to an 86 is where he started at. So yeah, that's got to be morale. Goals for, almost 2.5. Goals against actually got better. Power plays kept getting worse, which is a little bit weird. I thought it would get better with having another shooter up there, but apparently not. Maybe I hurt Jack Hughes' chances. But we had all those scoring in the last part, so, 1 point below. Still a good rookie year for Jack Hughes. 25 goals, 29 assists for 54 points. I don't think he'll be winning the Calder, but he'll be in the conversation. Gus Nyquist with a 53-point year. Zadina, not quite a 50-point year, but we didn't have a high-scoring team, but very close. 16 goals, 32 assists, 48 points. Is not bad whatsoever, and we've got him on an insane extension. And if he grows a lot, that contract is going to look extremely good. Even if he doesn't grow much past this point, the contract still looks decent. So it's kind of crazy why I was able to get him for that, but I'll take it. Anyway. Mantha, 45 points. Johansson, 41. Like, that's what you got to be surprised a little bit about. He was playing first line for a long long while, but can't be too surprised because our team overall was pretty trash. Rasmussen had 12 points on the power play at the end of the year, and he wasn't on it. Actually, he might have been on it the entire year. Still, really good performance from Rasmussen. Yeah, good stuff. Defenseman, Spurgeon at 31 points. Chalowski still did absolutely nothing on that power play. Rip. I gave him chances. I was trying to help him out. He didn't do much. Some pretty hefty minuses. Hilariously, Spurgeon came out to an even on this year, which is impressive in my opinion on this team. 31 points as well. Only 4 of them on the power play, but still. All right, you know what? Halak actually had a pretty dang good end of the season. He got his save percentage above 900 and goals against average below 3. So good on you, Halak. You did pretty decent. Bernier, no comment. How many rookies we have this year? Yahoo's and Zadina, but neither of them really got enough points to be in that Calder conversation. I don't think, unless it's just, you know, it was a weak year for rookies. We'll see right now. We shall see. Let's see here. Tyler Seguin. Fine, yeah. It's back to how it was at the beginning of the year. It used to be always like Seguin up there with like Jamie Benn. So Tyler Seguin, a 90-point year to take the lead in forwards. 41 goals, 49 assists, 90 points. Looks like Ovi might be having another Maurice Richard. Indeed, age 34, 49 goals, just one below 50, 87-point year. Malkin had 45, Tavares with 45, Tarasenko with 44. 6 40-goal scorers, no 50-goal scorers. Oh my, what? Holy crap, when was this guy drafted? 2nd overall. Jesus. Did he grow or what? Vegas got themselves a nice suite right there. Jorgen Rodin. Unreal. Almost a 40-goal rookie year. Yeah, so right there he's a rookie. You see he passed up Hughes. He looks like he might even be the Calder guy. Who got the most assists? That would be Ryan O'Reilly with 64. Plus minus leaders. Ovechkin, Tavares, Seguin. Let's see about that shot. Those shots. Best shooting percentage. Kind of Malkin. Yeah, pretty much Malkin had the best shooting percentage. All right. The most clutch, who had it? Tavares tied with Philip Forsberg, 10 game winners apiece, although Forsberg's a little bit more impressive with only 36 goals, 10 of those being game winners. Power play goal leader was Malkin, tied with Ovechkin with 13, 4 Russians. Malkin, Ovechkin, Tarasenko, Kucherov, all up there with the most power play goals. Power play points. Didn't look like the power plays did that good this year. Brock Besser up there with 27 points on the power play, and then Fiala and Palat. Yeah, no one hit the 30 mark on power play points. You often see that happen. Shorties, Devin Shore with 3 shorties, Dubinsky as well, and McCann, Joseph, and Leipzig. Anyone have 5 points on the PK? Yes, indeed. JT Miller with 5 points on the penalty kill. Very impressive. Okay. Let's check out takeaways here. Crosby, good face-off percentage, but O'Reilly once again. Holy crap. With the hits and the blocks, with the giveaway takeaway, with the ice time, you know he's getting penalty kill time. And I'm pretty sure his plus-minus was indeed good, and Crosby was a -2. I think Ryan O'Reilly's getting this Selke. No questions asked. Honestly. Scroll down a bit and see if anyone... But that face-off percentage is out of this world. There's Getzlaf, who is in the conversation, but... There's Bergeron, who's got to be in the conversation, but he doesn't have any other good defensive stats. And I think O'Reilly just really blows him out of the water right here. So that's who my guess is going for that Selke. All right. Oh, my goodness. Why does this always happen in like the 2nd or 3rd year? Like clockwork, Drew Doughty gets himself the most points for a defenseman with 66. Burns is down there with 56. Where the hell's EK? Was he injured? Not much. Didn't quite have a 50-point year, but there's frickin' Drew Doughty with 66 points. I don't think he'll be a Norris guy, though. Only a +1. Less time on ice than John Carlson. His giveaway takeaway is actually very impressive, though. You never, ever see a defenseman coming that close to 500. They usually always have more giveaways because they're getting forechecked constantly. Good hits and good block shots. Ugh. I know the game loves plus minus, so I don't think it's going to him, but that's what impresses me the most, and I don't think the game takes this into account that much. Like, theoretically, he might have to be in the conversation, and plus minus could be a factor of him being on a bad team. But the points, super close. Carlson's only behind by 1. Got a way better plus minus. More time on ice per game. Comparable hits and relatively comparable block shots. More takeaways, but a lot more giveaways. So, yeah, I'd say it's between Doughty and Carlson for that Norris. I think they'll give it to Carlson, though, because the game seems to really like plus minus. All right. So good for them. Goalies now. Oops, that's 70. Don't do 70. 60. Here we are. Oh my goodness. Bobrovsky. Wow. 13 shutouts, .935 save percentage, and a 1.93 goals against average. No one else is even close. No one else is even close to that. I will go to 50 games because I think I've seen some Vezina winners with only like in the 50 game range. However, none of them are represented up here. But dude, no one's even close. Look at Bennington though. He actually made a run. Now he's elite. Did they change him to elite, or did his potential change and he get stat growth? I thought he was listed as starter. Who knows? Anyway, good job from Jordan Bennington, but Sergei Bobrovsky just blows everyone else out. I mean, 13 shutouts in one season. Insane. That's actually insane. Wow. Rookie skaters. Hughes did indeed come in second. Zadina tied for third or tied for fourth, because these two are tied for second. I guess they'd be tied for fourth. I guess that's how they do it. But Jorgen Rodin, the second overall pick from the same draft, outplayed Jack Hughes and outgrew him. But Jack Hughes, he's got his chances. And Rodin also went into a much better team. I don't even know how Vegas got that second pick. Like, I don't know how they were that bad to get that with the freaking stacked roster they have. It must have just been kind of a fluky year. Either way, that guy clearly deserves the Calder. There were some pretty decent rookies. Look at Demko, look at Luukkonen. They had effective years. However, yeah, they never give it to goalies anyway. Even when that one time, I forget what, was it in New York or was it Ottawa, where we had that one goaltender who literally should have won the Calder because the highest point score was like in the 50s, and this goalie had like almost Vezina-worthy stats, and he didn't win the damn Calder. It pissed me off. But yeah, the two very effective rookie seasons from Luukkonen and Demko, like both in the starting role, both had really solid starting numbers. Yeah. And look at DiPietro. Yeah, looks like Vancouver's going to have a pretty effective goaltending duo. Those are really solid. All right, and last but not least, we'll check out the fun stats, and then I'll take a look at the progress reports one last time because we did see a few changes. Most hits, 193 for Pierre-Luc Dubois. Is he going to be 99 overall? No. Oh, I missed that moment. That was a great moment. 193 hits. No one's breaking 200. It's bugging me now. Fights. Curtis McDermott with 20 fights. Clifford was 16. Reeves with 13. He's on the Sens. Wilson with 8. Gudas was 6. Backus, yeah. A couple guys, though, above the 10 mark. And one guy at 20. Curtis McDermott. How'd you even play enough to get... I mean, he's only a 76. Yeah, I guess LA did have a pretty bad team there. 20 fights. Craziness. All right, so there we go. I think we'll definitely get a few winners. I don't know if it'll be a clean sweep, although... we'll see. I don't know how many people guessed Doughty. I think that's more of the wild card. I know I saw like 1 or 2 people guessing that. What was I doing? Oh, yeah. Progress reports before we wrap things up here. Let's see. What do we got? Oh, my God. Mantha grew. And Jack Hughes got a lot more growth there at the end. Passing, awareness both went up. The shot didn't go up. Come on now. I actually did. It's a little bit different. So it did definitely go up, but it's just not reflecting that. Huh. Defensive stats went up. His face also went up, which is good. You need that. Good skater still. I'm liking it. Anthony Mantha, where'd you grow? You got some morale negatives, but you also got some natural growth. Wish that awareness would get a bit higher, but it's all right. Accuracy needs to go up more, but whatever. He doesn't have the most impressive defense either. But again, he's gotten a lot of morale minuses. When that resets and if you start having good seasons, then I'm liking what would be at. Franz Nielsen, he's done. I think he's on his last year anyway, I hope. I can't check from here, but I hope. And man, if Zadina grows, just that contract is going to be wild. It's a big risk still, that long for, you know, 4 or 5 mil, but it's a risk I'm willing to take any day. Dang, we got a lot more growth here than we did at the deadline. Komisarek is now 70 at 20. I mean, he is growing perfectly. Absolutely perfectly. Yep. Zykov, 70. He's ready for NHL next year. Should get even more growth. Should be ready for third line. The Funk, Brendan Funk, he's NHL ready. And he has great defense. Earl, these guys are all going to take a bit longer, but at least they grew now. Svechnikov didn't really... I mean, he was lower than an 80, I think, so... Maybe not. Berggren and Joe Veleno, 72 at 20, so, I mean, Joe's making his way up. Wait, 70 what at 20? Okay, 72. Yeah, his offense will be okay. Not going to be incredible, but it'll be okay. And some decent growth from some of these guys. Novotny grew a lot. So did McIsaac. These two guys grew... Okay, not as much. How about Novotny? That seems... Yeah, that's what I'm... That's the one. Holy crap. Look at that growth. Oh, my goodness. Wish that awareness got up even more, but still. Shot accuracy went up more. How about that defense? Looking solid. Although 70... Oh, yeah, he's at 66. Perfect. Yeah, that's looking good. How about this guy? Did he grow a lot? Yeah, decent chunk. McIsaac didn't grow as much, but he's still on good pace, you know? If you're at 70 at 20 years old, you know, you're still likely to make the NHL. That's usually how I kind of judge it. Whether you'll hit your actual role or not is more to be determined. But yeah, that was some good growth throughout the course of this year. Can't really... I mean, it didn't happen when I thought it would, like at the deadline, but there's always some kind of big jump. And that's where it was. So, failed to make the playoffs, which is understandable. You can see the playoff matchups right here. Sharks and Coyotes. Yeah, blah, blah, blah. So that's who's making the postseason this year. No Boston. Yeah, Toronto might make it past the first round. All right, so that will do it. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Remember to leave that like, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Watching my videos just isn't enough sin for you. Be sure to go over there on Twitter and shoot me a follow, and you could even join our Discord server as well to talk with some of the other sinners out there. The links to both are in the description.